What you want me to do, I'll be. What you want me to be, women on assignment.
I'll say what you want me to say, I'll teach. What you want me to teach, I'll preach. What you want me to preach, women on assignment.
Go, 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 go,
Hey.
go, 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 go,
Hey.
go, 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 go. Women on assignment. I'll go where you want me to go. I'll do what you want me to do. I'll be what you want me to be. Women on assignment.
I'll say what you want me to say, I'll teach. What you want me to teach, I'll preach. What you want me to preach, women on assignment.
Go, 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 go,
Hey.
go, 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 go,
Hey.
go, 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 go.
Hey.
Women on assignment. I'll go where you want me to go. I'll do what you want me to do. I'll be what you want me to be. Women on assignment.
I'll say what you want me to say, I'll teach. What you want me to teach, I'll preach. What you want me to preach, women on assignment.
Go, 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 go,
Hey.
go, 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 go,
Hey.
go, 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 go. Women on assignment. I'll go where you want me to go. I'll do what you want me to do. I'll be what you want me to be. Women on assignment.
I'll say what you want me to say, I'll teach. What you want me to teach, I'll preach. What you want me to preach. 2017, we talk about the men. What else is there, right?
I'll go where you want me to
Hello. Oh, listen. The show has started. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Women on Assignment. Again, I want to thank you all for tuning in each week with us. We've been receiving some marvelous feedback. Thank you for joining us every Monday night at 7:30 p.m. right here on Musgrove Music TV. I am your girl, Leslie Mitchell.
And I am Lakeisha Marion.
And I am Shamonia Wimberly.
And we are Women on Assignment. Yes. So, today we have a very, we normally do our hot topics, but we consider this to be a topic that's going to really probably take us the entire show because it's a very burning topic and we may go all over with this topic. So, today's question is, when you're praying for something, are you really preparing yourself for what you've prayed for?
During the waiting period, huh? Why you waiting?
Why are you waiting? So,
Because you know, a lot of people always talk about, I want to get married, and we talk about the identity crisis, right? And really truly understanding who you are and understanding, you know, that you have to prepare, right?
Yes.
And you can't come in there all jacked up, messed up. You know how we always talk about the baggage that we bring in from previous relationships, those previous hurts, and then we expect our new mate to, you know, make us happy and all those different things. So you know what? So while you're saying you want to get married, and you might get married to that next person, but guess what? Are you preparing yourself?
Mona, now you know what? I want to piggyback on that right there because I can. And when you say you want to get married, I know we all desire to be married, you know, to be in the will of God.
Except for that one right there.
Well, she's already married.
I'm married.
And we're not married, but I mean, when you say you know you want to be in the will of God, that you're waiting on God, you're preparing yourself, you're praying, and I remember my pastor said to me a couple of months ago, when you're waiting for, you know, your husband to say, are you really ready for that husband? But sometimes we, as women, we've been with different men, hurt. You probably went through, you know, betrayal. We're still carrying those scars and wounds. And sometimes with the men, I'll just be transparent. Sometimes with the men, not sometimes, all the time, when you sleep with a man, he takes a part of you. And whatever he's dealing with, you're dealing with too. So if he's dealing with low self-esteem, he's dealing with anger. He's dealing with, you know, any type of spirit he's dealing with. We have to be able to go to a place in God and be able to actually pray and ask God to deliver us from those soul ties, because they are soul ties.
But they bring soul ties too, because guess what? If they sleep with you, they sleep with somebody else, then you know what she said? That's just a bunch of confusion.
She said you have to know how to divorce them in the spirit.
Yes.
Because you're saying you want to be married, but you carry, like you say, all this other baggage from the men that you have actually already been with that was not even your husband. So that's also preparing when you're talking about a husband.
That's true.
And I'm like, wow,
deep right there.
I was like, that is deep, because we don't think about that. We just think about we're going to just go and get into this here marriage, everything's going to be perfect. But what about the things that we went through before, you know, we decide that we want to get engaged, Because guess what? You could bring that same stuff right into the marriage and it don't work.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to be mentally, spiritually, physically prepared.
And
Yes.
financially.
And financial.
I can't leave that out.
No, you can't leave that one out.
I can't. You know, I'm not gonna take too much of the time and let y'all say something because I'm about to get on the finances in a minute. Go ahead. You take the show now.
Yeah. Well, you know, we want you guys to just hold that thought really quickly because it's going to get heated. So we want you to be able to catch everything. So we're going to take a quick commercial break and we will be right back.
Are you tired of failed attempts at dieting? Don't you wish you had more energy? Are aches and pains slowing you down? Now is the time to give Nusentral a try. Nusentral products are made from natural ingredients formulated to heal the body from inside out. Our products are held to the highest standards of quality and provide 100% daily vitamins and nutriments for all. Go ahead now to turn back that aging clock. Try Nucentrals today. Brenda Solomon, Nusentral representative and success story.
I'm Anthony Mayo, a lawyer at Traffic Ticket Office. For the past 20 years, our firm has successfully handled over 1 million traffic violations for our clients in Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach County. Our firm handles all non-criminal violations, starting at just $69, and we guarantee no points or your money back. We also handle all types of criminal violations. Our goal is to get your case dismissed. Call us today at 305-751-6881 or visit us on the web at trafficticketoffice.com.
Come to the Traffic Ticket Office.
And we're back. Thank you again for tuning in. So we left off talking about, you know, becoming prepared for what you pray for. And Lakeisha was saying that, you know, there's a couple things that you want to make sure you're preparing yourself for. Are you prepared, you know, physically? Are you prepared mentally? Are you prepared, you know, spiritually? And then are you prepared financially? Right?
Yes.
All right, so we're going to talk, you know, we had a little hot discussion where we were off about being prepared financially and what does that look like, or, what does that entail, becoming prepared financially?
Wow.
So I'm going to go with the money coach, the success story.
Yeah,
Well, when you're talking about financially, I think that ties in what we always talk about with financial freedom. We're talking about your money, you know, do you have a budget? Are you looking at how you're spending your money? You know, are you just blowing money? Are you prioritizing? You know, are you making sure you're taking care of your necessities? And also, are you saving? And then aside from that, you know, you ladies can share about the credit piece because, you know, you don't want to place unnecessary strains on the relationship when, you know, one person wants to buy a house and the other person wants to buy a house, and you know, one person have good credit, the other person doesn't have good credit, and you know that causes conflict, unnecessary conflict. So again, while you're waiting, what are some of the things that you can do to prepare? So as we go into 2017, it's very important that you start taking a look at your house and getting your house in order. And you know, when we say your house, it's your finances, your house, your body is your house also. Mm-hmm. But just looking at your whole financial picture.
Wow, awesome.
So let's talk about that credit piece.
The credit piece. Well, I'm going to talk about the credit piece, and I'm going to talk about some other things that go along with the credit piece. When we're talking about actually waiting, you know, preparing, we're praying, we're preparing, we're waiting, we're talking about finances right now. So number one is definitely you want to have good credit. Mm-hmm. Like you just said, you don't want to bring a burden on the other significant other. Okay, so we both want to have excellent credit. So while I'm waiting, I can be actually working on my credit. Not only that, but what about working on my credit, but also, you know, doing some type of investment by actually purchasing my first property. Mm-hmm. Because I believe in any marriage, you should have something to bring to the table. Mm-hmm. It shouldn't be everything on the man. Mm-hmm. So while we're in that waiting process, you want to work on your credit. You definitely want to go ahead and buy some type of investment property so you can have some type of assets. I believe in that. Also having a savings. Mm-hmm. Okay? Right. That's very, very key. Mm-hmm. So during that time, just really working on yourself, getting yourself together. Finances, I mean credit, jeez. That's a big one right there. Mm-hmm. Credit
alone is an asset.
Yeah.
It is, because it's more powerful than having money. And just, you know, hearing what you're saying, and for those of you, you know that we do, you know, we help people get excellent credit. That's something that we do. And I was just sharing with them earlier today that lately I've been receiving a lot of calls from people, from couples actually, who are either engaged or they're together, they're trying to build a foundation, but they both don't want to move forward having bad credit. Okay, and actually, one young lady called me and said her fiance said that they were not going to get married until she got her credit together. So and we always talk about credit is really key because it's like I said, it's more powerful than really having cash these days. And when your credit is messed up, we all make mistakes.
Yes.
First of all, it doesn't mean you're a bad person because you have bad credit, or life happens to people, and things happen, and a lot of times our credit is in a situation because we just don't know what we don't know. So being a young person, because think about it, if you went to college, or those of you who are out there maybe going to college and you're on a college campuses, and the first thing you see is a credit card company giving you things to get credit, but you don't even have a job to pay your credit card bill.
Yes.
Right. So we start out wrong because there's no system in place to teach people at a young age about credit, about finances, about managing their money, about budgeting, all those things. So a lot of times we get trapped at a very early age when it comes to credit, because sometimes in our communities we don't have a discussion around our dinner table with our parents about money and understanding budgeting and credit and those type of things. So you kind of learn just by watching what other people do.
Yes.
So sometimes you can get yourself in a situation at a very young age, right, when it comes to credit. So all you college kids, don't sign up for that credit card. All right. But those are it's just something that I needed discussion to have, and it was just interesting that lately I've been receiving a lot of inquiries from people who are coupled and trying to get married and trying to build a future, but understanding that everything is predicated on your credit.
Yes.
All right. Everything you do, to get a job is based on your credit. Even if you need to get utilities, they're pulling your credit. You're trying to buy a home, you're trying to purchase a car, you're trying to get student loans now. It's based on your parents' credit. So, we got to make sure that we're being responsible with our finances. And a lot of times our credit becomes in a situation because we are spending more.
Right.
We're spending money we don't have.
Right.
Especially during this holiday season. Christmas is coming up. And we want to buy our kids the greatest things and the latest things, and sometimes we're buying those things on credit. Right. Okay. But then when January comes, we don't have the finances or the money to actually pay those credit card bills down.
Right.
So we have to start shifting our mindset when we're talking about money and during the holiday season, because we can get caught up in all the holiday hoopla, buying unnecessary things that are not adding assets, but they're becoming depreciable, buying a hoverboard for $800, and then next year nobody's riding on one of them. Exactly. So, we got to start doing better around our finances.
Yes. You know what? It's so amazing. You said, I can remember, just talking to other young women, we would always talk about finances, preparing yourself when, want to be married. And just listen to everything that Leslie was saying. When you think about it, when we're young, as I said, I think it's very important that you also invest in properties when you're young. So that way, when you do meet your husband, your soulmate, right? When you meet him, if you're 28 years old, you're 30, you're 35 years old, what have you did within that time span? 30, 35 years went by, and you're still where you are. You're still home with mother. That's not a good example. So what were you doing all that time? You were wasting time where you should have been focused on preparing yourself financially. So when you do meet that husband, you got something to bring to the table. Not only that, but look at this for example. If you're young and you buy your first property, right? You meet your husband. You already have an investment. You could actually rent that home out. Watch this now. And you and your husband could actually buy a home together. Tell me that's not great. So you bringing something to the table. Then most women, all they bringing is what? Baggage. You've been renting for 5 years, 10 years. Like, come on. You're paying someone else's rent when you could actually be, invested into yourself, where you're building equity in that property. Where you can leave that property behind for your kids and their kids. Leave a legacy behind. So I'm very, very strong. I talk with a lot of young women, and I've stressed that a whole lot. When you meet a good quality man, and take, quote unquote, you meet someone that's well off. Someone that's a doctor, a lawyer. You don't know who God's going to bless you with. But how does it look that I'm coming to this man, 35 years old, and I have nothing to show for it? That's not a good example. And even if mom and dad didn't do it, you should always want to do better. And not put all that strain on the other person. So I strongly believe that. And we have to teach our young women that more when it comes to the young women. Because a lot of times we just waste time going by. I understand we probably made mistakes, but what are you doing different to actually change that now? Because I can tell you right now, times are not getting easy, they're getting harder. And right now, it takes two to make it when you're married, not just one. So if you're thinking about starting that business, going back to school, you're thinking about investing, you got to have something to bring to the table. Because it don't look good. You should feel bad if you meet somebody that got it all together. You 35 years old, you 28, and you haven't did nothing all these years. Like at some point, you got to wake up and do something.
True.
So
With the way the economy is going in,
Yes.
the way that with our new president, you better have a plan.
you need a plan B.
What you were doing before might have been working, but guess what? Right now, it's about time to get a plan.
It's a plan.
And don't make it a plan B. Make it a plan A.
Yes. A plan.
As we say, it's crisis time.
It's crisis time.
Yes. I mean, this is a good topic today. Good topic. Just
It
think
is.
about it. I mean, when we talk to so many young women, so we strongly recommend our young women, our sisters, get up, make a change, do something different. You should,
I even think, speaking on when we're talking about generational curse, we utilize the system and we make that our provider. When in actuality, God is our provider.
Yes.
But there's a level of faith where you have to literally step out. Come on, ladies. It's more to it than $1,000, $2,000. Having housing and all that assistance. I don't even know if I want to go here, but I will, because you know what? We have always been open and honest about who we are, and just even in college, having assistance and taking care of my son. I had my son when I was in college, and I could have made a choice to say, you know what, I'm not going back to college. I was a sophomore in college. I brought my son back to school with me, and I want to give a shout out to my sorority sisters, Delta Sigma Theta sorority. They helped me take care of my son, and I was able to do it, putting him in daycare, and I knew that there was more to it. I could have made a decision and say, you know what, I'm going to depend on assistance and just, be content. But there's so much more than that. And, when we settle like that, it says something about who we are. We talked about that identity crisis. It might be that you just don't think that you can do it. But I gave you a great scenario. If you want to hear more about my story, you got to reach out to me. And I'll be more than happy to share, because it's much deeper than what I just shared with you.
Wow. I was very, very quick. I was sitting there thinking when you were saying that, and I was just thinking about how you were saying when you were in college, things of that nature. When you start looking at your life, when I look at my life, I always say I didn't meet my dad till I was 18.
Right.
My mother never brought a home. But it was just always something in me that I wanted to do better than what my mother did when you're breaking that generation curse. My life wasn't the greatest. I lived a fast life. Like we all know that. Some of you guys, dating the drug dealers, because I didn't have a father figure. So I pretty much went the wrong way until I found Christ. But there was just something on the inside, a burning desire that I wanted more. Right. And I can tell you, I invested in my first property at the age of 28. I started working on my credit, went back to college, brought my first investment.
On all that you have just heard, what's stopping you from coming out and hearing from 3 young ladies that have shared their experience to come out and hear more and find out how you can change your life? That's powerful.
That's a good.
Now, again, like I say, you will see more of us, and we're coming out and we're doing workshops, we're doing seminars, and we're putting things together.
Yeah.
Because you know what? Again, we can continue to grow and invest and empower ourselves, but guess what? It's not about us. We want to empower and make a change in our community. We want to make a change in life, in individual lives that we are around, whether you know us or whether you don't. Guess what? We're willing to share the information, but it's up to you to come and get it.
That's so true.
Well, that's true.
I love that.
Because you know what? Interesting. You said that today on your Facebook Live post.
What did I say?
When you said, we ask God for help, but we don't take the first step.
I think I said that God would send the help, but you got to take the step.
All right now.
So you willing to take the step for 2017?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
So I'm just speaking. I'm just spoken that all in. I learned some things from you guys. So listen, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. We will be right back. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
Hi, my name is George Snipe, your professional tax preparer here At Taxes USA, you can get your business tax, personal tax, bookkeeping. Visit us at taxez3usa.com. Give me a call, 754-333-1040. Taxes USA, the tax expert on your side.
And we're open to the public all year round.
Here at Reggae Music, we carry the latest releases from indie artists such as Daniel Musgrove.
The greatest story that was ever told over 2,000 years ago.
We stock the latest reggae, gospel reggae, and more. Hard to find vinyl, Studio One, Treasure Isle, etc. You can find us on the web on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and you can make your purchases at reggaelandmusic.com. You can also call us at 954-987-7779. Reggae Land Music, the place you wanna be, baby.
Hello, and welcome back to the next segment of Women on Assignment. Now we're gonna go ahead and continue on this hot topic. We said it wasn't a hot topic, but that baby was hot.
Yes.
Okay. So, what are some of the things that you think our audience can do to prepare while they're waiting?
Well, I think that we're talking about, the financial piece of it, Again, one is really going to be shifting. I'm always going to go to mindset because it's all about what you think and you believe. So you have to start shifting your mindset when it comes to finances.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So it may be that you may want to take, get you some books and start reading, some books around, money management, or getting you a money coach, or, going to a workshop about how to manage your money, understanding that, like all those things, because it's about, your finances won't get in order unless you change your mind about money.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely.
Right.
Okay, because, a lot of times we're chasing money, but money could, if you have the right mindset about money, you know who you are. And it all goes back to, your relationship with God as well.
Yeah.
Right? Because if you know that He is your, like you said, your provider, your source and your provider, He wants the best for you.
Right.
And then again, we have to be, even the Bible, we have to be good stewards over the money we already have.
Right.
Exactly.
Right? So we got to learn how to, figure out what's the best way for you to get yourself, financially fit, I would say.
Okay.
So it could be putting yourself on a budget. It could be, reading some books, or asking, going to your bank and asking, a financial advisor at a bank. Just do something, if you're not sure what to do, just take some kind of action and do something to get your finances, to take a look, starting out what you have and where you're trying to go.
Right.
So, and of course, we have a success strategist over here, and this is what she does. So you can always reach out to her for, I'm sure she'll give you a free consultation.
You have to say Women on Assignment.
Say Women on Assignment and get your 30-minute free consultation with a success strategist about money. And then also, again, we talked about credit. So with a credit coach, your credit queen, you can reach out to either one of us, and we'll also sit down and do a consultation over the phone with you, looking at your credit and what you need to do to get yourself where you're trying to be. So I would say you got to take a step. You got to do something.
I agree. And I would just add on, like you said, about the credit, and also I'm also a realtor too. So once we get the credit where it needs to be, I can show you how to also add positive trade lines, so you'll be able to get qualified for a positive trade line, like your own secure credit card. We can report your rental history on your credit, so that way you could actually qualify. The bottom line is, see, once you get with a realtor, that way when you have those positive trade lines, now you'll be able to qualify for a mortgage now. So again, working with your credit, we can help myself and Leslie help you get your credit together, help you add those positive trade lines so you could actually qualify for a home. And now it rolls over to getting a mortgage. I'm going to turn it over now to our success strategies.
Yes. Not only can I help you budget to prepare, I can also help you with that mortgage. So, and we talked about it last week, a lot of times most people don't know about the debt to income ratio. So it's good to sit down with one of us and have a conversation so that we can help you properly prepare, because I don't want you to go out and buy that brand new car and you're planning to buy a home.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Oh,
All right.
So that's a good tip in itself.
Yeah.
You know, understanding, you know, some do's or don'ts, you know, what you should be doing if you're preparing yourself,
While
you're preparing. Some of the things that you should not be doing would be, you know, if you're trying to buy a home, for instance, don't go around and buy a car.
Buying a car and a car paying like $600, $700, $800 because you want your dream car before you get your dream home.
And people have a bad habit of writing off everything.
Yes.
They do.
Oh,
Yeah.
then we have to talk to your business owners separately, so we can make sure that you know how to. Oh my gosh, how to prepare.
Yes.
Because everybody have you writing off everything, and you have no income, and then I'm not able to help you get a business loan.
Okay, awesome.
Good.
So those are some great tips.
Yes.
I think so. So we know, you know, we'll just recap those really quickly. So, you know, you want to make sure looking at your expenses and looking at, you know, what you're bringing in, you know, possibly getting yourself on a budget, looking at your credit. You know, we don't do a good job of looking at our credit all the time. Generally, we only know when we get denied, then we realize what's all on our credit. You know, so we got to be a little more diligently of looking at your credit on a regular basis, so that you can know, you know, what you need to do and have that time to be able to do that. And then you'll be able to, you know, save your money, to, you know, get yourself, you know, together to purchase your home or to whatever it is that you're trying to do financially. Well, those are just some of the tips, you know, that we would recommend. I think, you know, when you're trying to prepare yourself financially for when you have prayed for something. And this could go for if you're trying to open a business, you know, if you're trying to write a book, if you're trying to produce a play, you know, anything that you're trying to do to fulfill your destiny or your purpose you think that God has called you for, you want to make sure that you're financially preparing for that. Right. And a lot of times, again, I'm always on the mental. It's going back, you know, really to your mindset and how you view money and how you see money, basically.
All right.
So,
All right.
I agree.
Well, thank you, ladies. That was an awesome show for today.
Yes.
It was.
Phenomenal job.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you.
So again, you know, we want to thank you guys for, you know, all of your love and your support and your emails and your text messages and your Facebook messages and comments about our show. Again, you know, you can watch us every Monday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Musgrove Music TV. And Lakeisha, as you always say,
You don't want to meet us there, but you want to beat us there.
yes.
See you next week.
See you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I'll go where you want me to go. I'll do what you want me to do. I'll be what you want me to be. Women on assignment.
I'll say what you want me to say. I'll teach what you want me to teach. I'll preach what you want me to preach. Women on assignment.
Go, 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 go,
Hey.
go, 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 go,
Hey.
go, 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 go. Women on assignment.
Hey.
Go, 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 go,
Hey.
go, 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 go,
Hey.
go, 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 go. Women on assignment. Go, 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 go. Women on assignment. Go. I'll go where you want me to go. I'll do what you want me to do. I'll be what you want me to be. Women on assignment.
I'll say what you want me to say. I'll teach what you want me to teach. I'll preach what you want me to preach. Women on assignment.
Go, 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 go,
Hey.
go, 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 go,
Hey.
go, 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 go. Women on assignment.
Hey.
Go, 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 go,
Hey.
go, 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 go,
Hey.
go, 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 go. Women on assignment. Go, 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 go. Women on assignment. Go. I'll go where you want me to go. I'll do what you want me to do. I'll be what you want me to be. Women on assignment.
I'll say what you want me to say. I'll teach what you want me to teach. I'll preach what you want me to preach.